Happy Monday, friends. I hope you are enjoying the beginning of your week. As I'm recording, there is still snow on the ground for us, and it's beautiful to look at, but I am thankful the sun will be out. Well, the sun is out now, and it will be gone soon. In Texas, we're not really fond of the snow. The best thing about it is that it doesn't usually last very long. So, it was pretty to play in for a little bit with our grandkids. It's pretty to look at, but I'm done. I would like the roads to be clear and not have to freeze and bundle up completely to walk outside. I hope you've had a great week. I hope your new year is starting out well. Whether you have New Year's resolutions every year or not, I don't do that. There are definitely things that I want to change in my life, but I want those to be lifestyle changes, not just this thing that I want to accomplish. There's lots of things I want to accomplish in 2024. This has been a rough start to the year for me for multiple reasons. I know that it's going to be a good year. I believe that it's going to be a good year. Every year, my husband and I do a 21-day fast, prayer and fasting. Every year, it kind of varies what we're fasting from. In the Bible, it says that some things only come out by prayer and fasting. So there are things that we've been praying for a long time that we're not seeing any changes in. And so fasting is a way to really get serious in our prayer and set something aside that our bodies enjoy, something aside that our flesh enjoys, so that we can spend more time in prayer and focus on those things that we're asking the Lord to do. And so sometimes we've done a fast and it's just been very smooth, and then sometimes we kind of feel like all hell breaks loose, and that has been this year. But it's going to be good. It's already better, and it's going to be good. So I'm excited about 2024. I have great plans this year, just different things that I'm going to get to do, and I'm super excited about it. Before I get started, I absolutely have to do the word of the week.
It's the word of the week.
The word of the week this week is laughter. When is the last time that you laughed? I hope that you laugh every day. I can't imagine life without laughter. I've said this before. When you put me in a crowd of people, I will gravitate to the people that are going to make me laugh. There's this precious woman that goes to my church. She's a little bit older than me. I love her. But I wondered why I was so, every time I was in a group of women at church or things we were doing, or I always wanted to sit by her and talk to her. And then I realized one day she makes me laugh every single time I'm around her. That's what it is. I love to laugh, and I'm thankful for laughter. Our grandkids stayed with us one night this weekend. We laugh so much when we are with them. They are silly, giggly, happy little girls, and they are so much fun to be with. When we go to bed at night, I'm always the one that is tired first. They're never tired before me. I'm always tired. So I'm ready to go to sleep, and they want to stay up and play and, do all the things. They have bunk beds, and so I sleep in their room with them whenever they spend the night, and they take turns, getting on the top bunk, whatever. The youngest one is who I slept with this weekend, and she's never tired when I'm tired. I'm not tired. I don't want to go to sleep. And so I said, well, you can talk to me while I fall asleep, because I'm going to sleep. And so they started telling jokes, and they were corny dad jokes, and they were funny because, I know they were corny dad jokes because I asked where they learned them from, and they said their dad. But we were laughing. I was trying to sleep, but I couldn't help it. We just giggled and laughed because they were so funny. They're funny to listen to. If they're just having a conversation and you listen to them, it's hilarious. My husband told me yesterday, and he was working at the table while they were painting at the table, and he kept cracking up because he was just listening to their conversations. They're just funny. But laughter is so important, and I hope today you will find ways to laugh. Go watch a funny show. Go do something that will make you laugh. Talk to somebody that you know is going to make you laugh, because laughter is good. It's good for your body. It's good for your mind. So I hope you will laugh today. Today, what I wanted to talk to you about is some things that I've realized in the last couple of weeks, and that is how much we need one another. We don't just need our spouse. We don't just need our children or our family. We need friends and people in our lives to speak into our lives and to help us in different situations. There's 3 things that I've realized in the last couple of weeks that I've been given and that I'm thankful for, and that I realize I need more. I need focus on this more this year. But one of them is having people stand with us in difficult times. I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot of hard things, and I haven't always shared my heart or what I've been going through with other people. For a long time, I was the queen of, I'm fine, I'm good. I can put a smile on my face and pretend like all is well, when inside I was really dying. And that is so not healthy. It's not good, and it's not healthy, and it's not helpful for anybody. I have a friend named Michelle, and I've talked about her on here before. We've actually not met in person yet. We will be meeting next month. I'm super excited about that. But we've talked on the phone. We are both in Behind Her Brand, that group of women entrepreneurs. So we've, talked online a little bit. But there was one day when I had a long drive, and I thought, I know it was the Lord, but I thought I need to call her and just get to know her a little better. And I don't know how we got on the topics that we got on, but we realized we had some pretty heavy things in common. I really don't remember how that came up in the conversation, but it did. And so from that moment on, we had this connection, and we've talked multiple times. Lately, we've both been busy, and so we've been sending lots of voice texts to one another. We're going to get to see each other and spend some time together next month at a retreat, and we've talked on the phone a lot. And so even though I've never met her in person, we have shared this common bond, and I've needed her lately. I have needed her prayers. I have needed her friendship. I have needed her to say, I know what you're going through. I understand it. I've lived it. This is what I did. This is what I wish I would have done differently. This is what I went through. Maybe this will help you. And I needed that. I needed to reach out to her when I was hurting and I was brokenhearted, and I just needed help. I needed somebody that I knew that could relate to what I was going through. I have friends, and I have lots of friends, and I'm very thankful for all of them, but they haven't all been through what I've been through. And so even the kind words that they could say are not always extremely helpful, not because they're not trying to be helpful. They are. I'm thankful for the friends that I have. But when you find that person that has been through an experience that you have, and they know exactly how you're feeling, it is so helpful to have them walk through, or even just stand. Even just stand with you and pray. Even just stand with you and know that they are a phone call away or a text away or whatever. You need those people in your life, and I am so thankful for those people. I'm thankful for Michelle. I'm thankful for the people in my life that have stood with me. Even if they couldn't relate, I'm thankful for those people that have stood with me in hard times. Another thing I'm thankful for, and this isn't always fun in the moment, is the people who can see our blind spots. I'm thankful for the people who can see my blind spots and who will very kindly point them out to me. And the person that does that the most is my husband. When you live with somebody, we've been together for 31 years, over 31 years. We know each other pretty well. We know when one of us is going through a hard time, even if we don't admit it, we know it. We know the truth. And he has been so kind with me over the years. In mistakes that I've made and choices that I've made, he's been very gracious to me. And he's even gracious to me when I am hurting and when I need help, when I need direction, when I need a gentle nudge to get up and do something that I need to do that I don't want to do. He is extremely helpful in seeing things that I can't see. It's very easy to judge, and I'm not saying he's judging me, but it's very easy to look around at people around us and see the things that you would do differently in their life. I wouldn't do it like that. I wouldn't raise my kids like that. I wouldn't let them do that. I wouldn't say that to my spouse. I wouldn't say that about my spouse. It's very easy to judge, to look around and see how we would do something different. We would do what they're doing very differently, like we know better. But it's another thing to look at somebody and see where they need help. They need encouragement, and they need help to press on and move forward, and to see the things in their life that they can't see. He can see my blind spots. He can see where I am weak in certain areas where I may think I'm totally fine. He can see that, and he's very good about, gently most of the time, pointing out those blind spots. I know that he loves me more than anything, so I know that anything he says to me is out of love, whether it is comfortable when he says it or not. because sometimes it's not comfortable. I know that He loves me. I know that He loves me more than anything. And so I'm thankful for the people in my life that can see the blind spots and who will very graciously point them out to me. You know, one of the things, and this is not blind spots as far as my personality or my behavior or anything like that, but being in this group, Behind Her Brand, this group of women, we are online a lot together. We do Zoom calls a lot together. We, send messages and respond to each other's posts and things a lot. So we communicate a lot. Plus the conference last year and just the different events. We are all communicating a lot. And sometimes we are given challenges to do different things for our businesses and to improve. And sometimes it's hard to be vulnerable and say, hey, I need help with this. What would you suggest? That's not always a comfortable thing to ask. But other people can look around and see things on my podcast and in my life that I can't see. And I'm so thankful for when I'm vulnerable enough to ask, what am I not doing right? What should I improve on? How can I change this to make it go better? It's not always comfortable and it's not always fun to ask, but it's always helpful if you are asking the right people. There are certain people I will not ask a question to unless I know I really want to know the truth, because I know they're going to tell me the truth, and it's not always kindly. When you have people that you know are in your corner, when you have people that you know are for you, and they really do want to help, it's good to be vulnerable with them and ask, okay, what do you see that I don't see? What can I change, or how can I do this better? Or what am I missing? What am I missing? Because sometimes we're missing things and we just don't realize it. So I'm thankful for those people that can see my blind spots and will kindly point them out to me and help me. Not just point them out and say, you need to fix that. But they'll help me. Okay, this is maybe what you can do. This is maybe how you can change it. The third thing that I've learned recently about people in my life is that we need each other. We need to help each other grow. I've had two different friends, and let me just say this. I know I'm not a professional podcaster. I am not the best. My goal is not to be the best. My goal is to be the best me, to do the best that I can do for me and for the people that are listening. But I've had two people recently, friends of mine, people that I know personally, ask me for help because they both wanted to start a podcast. And I thought, why are they asking me? I don't know what I'm doing. This is not, I don't have it all figured out. But you know what? I took the time to Zoom call both of them and say, okay, this is exactly what I did. And I could tell them all the things not to do, because that's what I've learned the most. Don't try this. Don't do it like this. It's not going to work. This is exactly what I do. And I don't know all the technical terms. I don't know why certain things work. I don't know. I don't know that. I just know this is what I've done and this is how I did it. Google and YouTube videos have been my very best friends through all of this, because that's what I've done. If I didn't know how to do something, I Googled it. If I didn't understand, I would watch a YouTube video and I would figure out, okay, I don't like the way that's done. Maybe I can do it like this. They were both appreciative, and that's not my point in all of this, but I just wanted you to think about somebody in your life, people in your life maybe, that need help, that are a few steps behind you, that you could maybe take under your wing, that you could maybe give some pointers to. When they ask, you don't have to tell them how to do everything when they don't ask you. But if there's somebody that needs some help and you already know how to do what they're doing, take some time to help them. It didn't take me an hour out of my time, probably, to sit and visit with my friends and say, hey, this is what I did. This is what I wouldn't do again. Here's some ideas. It didn't take me any time to do that. And I'm thankful that I can help, because there are people that have helped me. These women in Behind Her Brand, they're not all podcasters. They all have different businesses and different, ways they are growing. They're not all podcasters. In fact, most of them are not podcasters. But there are things that they've helped me. They've listened and they've helped and they've given me ideas. And so I'm thankful for that. And why would I not take the time to stop and help somebody else that just needs some help? I hope that this has brought you a little bit of encouragement and maybe brightened your Monday. I hope you have a wonderful week. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.